So, you and your business have been served with a lawsuit. Maybe it's some kind of injury claim, or maybe it's an employment case brought by one of your present or former employees, or maybe it's some kind of business lawsuit brought by one of your former partners who are unhappy about something and who are accusing you of something which might or might not be true. Maybe no case has been filed yet, but someone is threatening to sue you. How do you deal with the emotional aspect of litigation? How do you make sure that this whole process of defending a case does not cause you more stress than it should? Here are a few of my specific practical tips to help you accomplish that. First, realize that litigation is often an inevitable part of running a business. The bigger your business becomes, the more people you will hire, and presumably more people you will fire. You will have good relationships, and you will have problems, and you will have disputes with partners, with vendors, and possibly with other people. So sooner or later, chances are that some case will be brought against you. There is no point in asking yourself all day and every day, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if my case will turn out this way? Or what if my case will turn out that way? Your case, if it's filed against you, it has to go through the process. You're going to need an attorney, and it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you more. It's going to cost you less. You're going to have to pay. You have to come to terms with it. You have to embrace this reality and just move on and continue with your life and your business as usual. Secondly, on a related note, you hire an attorney to whom you will be paying a respectable amount of money. One big reason to have an attorney, besides representing you and defending you, is taking that stress of litigation off of you and off of your shoulders. Let your lawyer deal with the stress and you focus on your normal life and your normal business. Presumably, you hired an attorney who knows what he or she is doing and to whom you trust. When they need something from you, when they need you to testify, when they need you to answer some questions, when they need you to provide certain documents, they will find you. Otherwise, forget about the case. That's why you hired them. Your attorney is just like any other vendor. It's like a car body shop. Your car is broken, you put that car in a shop and you walk away and you wait for a phone call to let you know when your car is ready and you can pick it up. The same with litigation. You pay the attorney to take that part of your life, of your stress away from you. So let them deal with it. Thirdly, it is really helpful to many people and many business owners to simply be aware of what the worst case scenario is in their case. While your attorney might not be able to make any promises to you, they should be able to estimate the worst case scenario. So when you start the process, when you've been sued, you've been served, and you talk to an attorney for the first time, ask them, how much is this gonna cost me? What is the worst case scenario? If I lose, what can the judgment possibly be against me and why? Can we settle this case? Can you find out? Can you talk to the other side early on and find out what they want before we get into this fight and before we spend a bunch of money? What if what they're asking for is reasonable and it's not that big a deal and we can negotiate it down a little further and make it go away? If they ask for too much, if they're being unreasonable, if they have crazy demands, no harm done. At least we know where they stand, at least today. Maybe they'll change their mind later as both parties find out more about the case. So keep these tips in mind, and I know it's easier said than done, but I want to repeat, worrying, stressing, playing out different scenarios in your mind, asking yourself, what if this happens? What if that happens? Is not going to help reduce your stress. It's only going to increase stress. And the same applies to pretty much any other situation in life. What if you sit at work, you have a good job, and all of a sudden you start asking yourself questions like, what if my boss writes me up? What if I'm being laid off tomorrow and I cannot find a job? What if I get injured and I have to be in bed for the next 6 months? It's easy to ask what if questions, but they're very stressing and they're very harmful to your psyche. You have a case, forget about it, let your lawyer handle it. You focus on your life and business, and when they need you to step in, they will find you. Thank you.